Where to send flowers from in the UK. If you are interested in making somebody's day, there are many things that you can do. But before you jump the gun, you should really consider the simple act of sending them some flowers. Although this may seem a bit outdated to some people, the fact of the matter is that nothing could be further from the truth. When you send flower, the recipient will not only have a great gift that they can display in their home or office, but they will also love you for taking the time to think of them. Does it get any better than that? The question that you have at this point is probably where to get these flowers. After all, you cannot just go to the local garden and start to pick them. Sure, you could do this, but they would not exude of beauty and professionalism. Luckily, there are many places that deliver flowers in the UK. You need to simply find the one that is best for you, and then take things from there. Most shops have everything from Mother's Day flower delivery to spring flowers and much more. A simple call and you will be able to get a better idea as to what is available. To find a flower shop in your area of the UK, you should use the phone book and/or internet. Simply put, you should not have any problems finding a shop that suits your needs if you put in the right amount of time. This industry is thriving, to say the least, and when it comes to things like Mother's Day flower deliveries, they are all fighting to be the best of the best. Once you have found a shop that can help you with your order, the next thing is to make sure that they have what you need. Are you searching for rose flowers? If so, you need to make sure that they have a large selection of what you are looking for. And of course, make sure that you also take pricing into consideration. You do not want to pay more than the industry standard if you do not have to. Sending flowers from any destination in the UK is easier than some people make it out to be. Do not be like a lot of people and skip out on the act of sending Mother's Day flowers because you cannot find a shop that suits your needs. Instead, get an early start so that you know where you will place your order before the time even comes. As you can see, there are many things to consider as far as sending flowers is concerned. But if you take the time to find a great flower shop in your area, you should get what you want, which will in turn make somebody very happy in the end. Where should you live at your second Saturn return? This is a question that comes up around the second Saturn return at 58-60 years old. It's like our second chance, and there are often drastic changes. Some people orchestrate theirs. Others, if you aren't aware, have them happen to them. It's a time of life change and an opportunity you don't want to miss. A Saturn return reading is a great investment if you're approaching a Saturn return 28 to 30 years, 58 to 60 years, 88 to 90 years. Getting a Saturn reading gives you information and helps you prepare to take full advantage of this time in your life. Anyway, some people retire at their second Saturn return or change careers and want to know if they should live in a retirement community or not. This is so much a matter of personal preference. You can be happy and have good experiences anywhere or not. The main thing is that you keep going and growing. I read for people of all ages, plenty of them over 60. Let me share some of the things I've learned. Who you've around you matters a lot at any time in life. You always want to attract and surround yourself with positive people. A retirement community can give you people to share history with, someone to talk with about Vietnam and what's wrong with the government and what helps arthritis. They can also share same-age frustrations. Like, wasn't it really easier when you had 3 cheeses to choose from at the grocery instead of 100? People who, when the discussion turns to the fact that there may not be social security in 20 years, remember the time before there was social security and know that life goes on. That sort of thing. You should always hang on to the good, and it's very comforting to have people around you who can share history. This is why family becomes important at second Saturn return and many siblings reunite, bury the hatchet, etc. However, this can be too much of a good thing. You may choose to live in a mixed neighborhood or apartment because it is healthy at any time in life to associate with people who are very different from you, not just in age. There's the famous New Toys, New Playmates study with the mice. The ones who were given a steady supply of new and stimulating toys in their cages and got to meet new little mice did a lot better. So if you live in a retirement community, be sure you get out of it quite often. You see, we cannot four-room new brain cells as we age, but we can four-room new brain connections, and to do this, we need new experiences. That's why you hear, I blah blah, it's keeping me young. So wherever you choose to live, make sure you keep going mentally, physically and emotionally. Learning something new is one of the best things you can do. I mean so new that you're totally lost. Where you can feel the brain working to try and get around it and not really having anything to hang it on. At your second Saturn return, pay close attention to where you go for counsel. Whether it's a psychic, astrologer, coach, therapist, or clergy, don't ever stick with someone who seems to have no ideas or enthusiasm for you and your life, or who doesn't keep pushing you to your growing edge. You always have a growing edge no matter how old you're. Unless you decide you don't, in which case you're right. Check out Yvonne Dowland figure skating at the age of 80 plus, http://www.dailyherald.com/galleries/benskate/index.htm. If you don't move, she says you can't move. This applies to the mental and the emotional as well as the physical. This woman has real spirit. She had a car accident last year and her doctor told her to give up skating, and she took that as a challenge. Good second Saturn return role models. Oh, there are the obvious ones like Mother Teresa, Art Linkletter, James Brown, Jack LaLanne, Luciano Pavarotti, Pope Benedict XVI, and Colonel Sanders, but how about people who live just down the street? Let me share with you some real-life examples, some real-life heroes. They're the best kind. Names and a few details changed for confidentiality. Julie is 63. She tore a core muscle last year and had some bad months where she could hardly walk, but she was determined to get back to her rollerblading. And yes, she has. She also became fluent in Russian and German at the time of her second Saturn return. Maureen lost her son at her second Saturn return. The cards indicated a move would be a good thing. Maureen moved to a big city and got a job downtown with a 4-hour commute in some of this nation's worst traffic and in a new field. She says it's keeping her young. James is 85 and tells me, chuckling, that he just got a 25-year mortgage on a new home. Annie, 55, lost her husband 5 years ago and went into a shell. Not with me, you don't. At her second Saturn return, she's rid of her fibromyalgia, started playing tennis again, and got back into her size 6s. She's dating on the internet and just bought a new home. At her second Saturn return, Nancy is speaking on cruises. No, she's not a professor or anything, she just knows a lot. Who doesn't at this age? She stays current on the internet and always has topics of interest. She pays a small per diem and her companion travels free. This makes her very popular. One last one, Peter, the successful attorney. As his second Saturn return approaching, he was bored with life and disgruntled. He signed up for a film course and just made his first movie. It's very artsy. I needed that, he said. 60 is the new 40. Pay attention at your second Saturn return. Really good things can happen. 5 steps to finding a memorable wedding favor. Your wedding is not just a celebration of your love, it's also a way to thank the special people in your life. Wedding favors in particular are the expression of that gratitude. It says thank you for being there and also is a token of affection. That's why couples should give as much thought to their wedding favors as they do to any other detail in the wedding. Why give something boring and generic which will only end up gathering dust in the corner of a closet? Make it special, make it beautiful, and make it unique, something that when seen will make them remember you and your wedding. You'll find many unique ideas for wedding favors. Here are just things to consider as you choose from the selection. Follow your wedding theme. Did you have a beach wedding? A little glass jar with sand and shells can be used as a paperweight. Add a romantic quote or a verse from a poem with a sea theme and you've something appropriate and practical. Dried flowers pinned against a refrigerator magnet make a lovely garden wedding favor, while a medieval themed wedding can have chocolate coins in a velvet pouch. Be nostalgic. Dress up a photo frame with a couple portrait or a CD with your favorite music. Even an ordinary box useful for odds and ends like paperclips or jewelry becomes a touching wedding favor if it's filled with potpourri and a personal note from the couple thanking the guest for sweet memories. Give something useful but dainty. What about a champagne charm with a heart to toast your new life with a note that says that you hope that your guest will have many days as happy as this wedding is for you? A sachet with potpourri to put into the closet can also carry the scent of the flowers in your bouquet. There are things that they won't buy for themselves, but will definitely appreciate while carrying the theme of your wedding. Think sweets. Chocolates and candies are always a welcome souvenir and can be wrapped to reflect the theme of your wedding. If you've a very elegant evening wedding, try rum balls in a small gold box, or if you've a seaside wedding, give chocolates shaped like seashells. You can even ask some suppliers to form your monogram into a chocolate, or have chocolate hand painted to look like little bouquets of flowers. Even ordinary wedding favors become extra special if they're presented properly. Try grouping your wedding favors to become part of the table centerpiece. For example, little boxes of chocolate, arranged in a tier, can add to the beauty of the reception area. Or you can have chocolate rosebuds inserted into your regular floral centerpiece. Now that's a sweet discovery. There are so many unique wedding favors that the problem isn't what to give but which one to give. And with the large variety, there's bound to be one that fits into your budget and theme. Are you wondering about bridesmaid gifts? Any wedding day will be full of memories, especially for the bride and groom. They, of course, are the key players, whether it's a formal or informal wedding. With a formal wedding, the months of planning may build up a high level of anticipation in not just the bride and groom but also others who will also play key roles on the big day. To bridesmaids in particular, the lead up to the wedding day may be an exciting time. The bride and groom will undoubtedly want to commemorate the day for them with bridesmaids' gifts. For sure, bridesmaids will appreciate at least a token gift to help them remember the day. As with any gift, what you choose as a bridesmaid gift will depend on budget and age. If anything, older bridesmaids are easier to choose for, as personalized silver or crystal, for example, and other more adult products are more likely to be appreciated. Younger bridesmaids, though, may turn out to be easier than you thought, whatever your budget. It's a matter of thinking about their tastes and interests and finding something appropriate. While it is traditional to give all bridesmaids the same gift, that does not necessarily have to be the case. After all, they've probably been forced into a uniform meter's dress for the occasion, and if you've several or many bridesmaids, then no doubt one or more were not too happy with the color or design, even if they're too polite to tell the bride. Choosing the bridesmaid's gift may be a good time to redress the balance, for do something individual, a unique bridesmaid gift for each bridesmaid, unless that's you know the bridesmaids well enough to know that all will be happy with the same thing. At least by having the same gift, there's no danger of one bridesmaid being jealous of the other. How then can you make each bridesmaid gift unique without having to go out seeking an appropriate gift, the like of which you and your bridesmaids have never seen before? There are a couple of ways to add an individual and personal touch. Engravable gifts. Many items, including popular bridesmaid gift items such as jewelry, candles and candle holders, goblets, can either be engraved, embossed, or have a medallion attached that can be engraved. Engraving gives you the opportunity to add an individual touch for each bridesmaid, thus acknowledging that each has played their own important part. Bridesmaids of any age will appreciate something engraved with their name and those of the bride and groom, plus of course your personal message. If you've a wide variety of ages amongst your bridesmaids, then why not give each a different gift appropriate for their age but also engraved with their personal message? If you've chosen jewelry, then you've a gift theme that can be applied to all ages and be engraved at the same. Even young girls usually like jewelry, so you could be making your bridesmaids very happy, commemorating the occasion nicely and making each gift choice unique. Gift baskets. Like jewelry, gift baskets can be made suitable for all ages of bridesmaid. If you choose an attractive and unusual basket, then even if the contents are consumable such as chocolates, the girl will have the basket left as a memento of the wedding and her role as a bridesmaid. With gift baskets, you can choose appropriate contents for each of your bridesmaids, whether they're 2 years old or 18, and you can even include an engraved gift inside to personalize it for her even more. So baskets do really give a lot of scope for individuality and addressing the age problem. There are a good selection of customized gift baskets online for you to choose from. Planning the wedding will be a big task that will preoccupy you if you're a bride or groom. But don't forget to give a bit of thought to those bridesmaids for their part in your big day. They're sure to appreciate it. You press like button below and subscribe to this channel. As a subscriber, you will receive a new notifications every time a new video is uploaded. Good luck.